Hello everybody, it is your favorite boy Tech Support back with another video. So, okay class, today I'll be teaching you about blue screen on Windows. So first of all, I'm going to open a Chrome tab and I'm going to open a guest tab and I'm going to write BSOD. Okay, oops, BSOD. Sorry, yeah, sorry. So BSOD is basically blue screen of death or the blue screen. As I go to images, let me just change this from a weird language to uh I don't know to yeah English. Yeah. So as you can see, you've probably encountered this a lot of times, man. Like a lot of times, surely, yeah, definitely. So today I will be teaching you how you can fix most of these blue screens and what are the causes and what they are. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, what you need to know that it is a technical stop. Basically, if a software error or a hardware error or a file corruption is caused, then Windows will simply stop the system and it will display this error message. Okay, okay, class. Yeah, good, very good, very good. So either software error, hardware error, or file corruption can be the reason for this blue screen. Okay. So now you might be asking me, Arey man, there are so many messages, but don't worry, and I will be telling you what a lot of these messages are. Okay, so what I first want you to know about these error messages is that when you have them, right, since it can be either a problem from hardware, software, or whatever, it will always give you an error code or it will always give you first of all it will always give you an error code and then it will give you a reason. Okay, so if you are familiar with those problems, then you can obviously solve this problem. Okay, so first problem we'll be going with, as you can see, I've just loaded this, right? And the first problem we have, the first blue screen error we have is right here. It says hail initialization failed. So what this means is that you have basically um, a corrupted or outdated driver. Okay, I read this a long time ago from Windows customer support when I was actually working for them. Uh, so it's I was like 2 years old. I was working for Windows, but we don't talk about that. So for those of you Android illiterates who do not know what a driver is basically something that is basically like BIOS, right? It is a technical system which allows the operating system to communicate with the hardware. Okay, so you have your operating system built on that hardware, and the connection between those two, which is the border, we can call it a border of operating system and hardware, that is a driver. Okay, let's say I've installed something that you can add a driver of that. Like there can be many drivers. Okay, so that's the first reason. Hail initialization failed is a corrupted or outdated driver, meaning you either have to update it or install it again. Or what you can also do, I'm just telling you now, I was gonna tell you this in the end, is you can just format Windows and install Windows again. Okay, but you should back up all of your data as it will only save the system files. So that's the first thing. And second of all, it's the wait a second, right here. Yeah, wait, give me a sec. Also, so these problem, as you can see, I don't need to explain special pool detected, memory corruption, that's just RAM corruption. Also, so first of all, what I also need to tell you is the next one we're dealing with is called inaccessible boot device, right? So just give me 1 second if I can find an inaccessible boot device problem. Wait, so we have in sorry, man. In accessible boot device, inaccessible boot device. Okay, so that's the first problem I'm gonna show you. So I can see inaccessible boot device. It says it right here, or if I can get something closer to you, or right here, yeah. It says inaccessible boot device, and this can either mean that there has been a hardware disk failure, so that something could have happened to it, like a physical damage, like a corruption, or you just made too many storage spaces, which is allowing not to distribute all of the storage properly. The second one is a driver problem, right? So like anything can happen in the driver, like as we already said, corrupted or outdated driver. But it's not only for hail initialization failed error, it is also for this, uh, like it's corrupted all of a sudden, or your drivers just stopped working all of a sudden, maybe it hasn't corrupted or all that. Or it could be that a file just went missing, a key file, like from system 32 if a file went missing. This error can occur, or or the operating system just corrupted because of too many tasks. uh, that that can always happen. Or it could be that there are inappropriate BIOS settings because you've changed something in your BIOS. For those of you illiterates who don't know what BIOS is, again, I'm just going to show you an image. If I can show you where it's controlled from. So basically the basic input output system which allows both software and hardware to communicate through the operating system. And this is the BIOS, and this can be found in your company's driver which is given to you. For example, I'm using an HP laptop, so if I just put HP, a lot of these windows will come right here. Yeah. So then we have the next one, the next problem, which is, if I can search, oops, machine, what is it? Yeah, it is machine check exception. Machine check exception. So basically, what this machine check exception can mean is that there are another driver corrupt problem, or they can be registry changes. So let's say that in the registry of your Windows or your system, you change something because you installed cracked software. So anything like that can cause this problem, as well as just installing cracked tools software, right? Like if you install like cracked tools, it can cause blue screens, or like dangerous software causing your CPU to overclock, because essentially that means that your computer has virus. Okay, like that's, and that can seriously impact your computer. A lot of dumb people do not know that this happens. Obviously, those are Android people who sign in on Google on their Play Store, which is something you should not do. But anyway, so the next error I'm going to be telling you about is the file system error. Hopefully, you found this well. So, is a file system error. Oops, I spelled this a little wrong. Error. Yeah, file system error, and yeah, right here. So not this, but like the BSOD of this. Yeah, right here. So these file system errors, what they can be is they are like a failed hard. Is there a failed hard disk which can either be corrupted or physically damaged, or you can even like format the disk again. If you want to fix this problem, you can do that. Yeah. The next, so the file system is only failed hard disk or any file that's corrupted in it, which may cause it to be corrupt internally, or it can be physically damaged. The next problem we're going to be dealing with is data bus error. Sorry for the really horrible typing there. I would like to apologize. Uh, But once you go here, just let me. This is not a. I don't think I can use this, but just for some reference, I'll use this issue, data bus error. So essentially, what this means is there is an hardware issue, there is RAM damage. That what you have to do in that case, that is if the RAM is physically damaged or it's not clicked in properly. So 99% of the times a blue screen occurs or blue screen of death occurs is because of RAM. Okay, so if you've got new RAM, you've attached it. What can either be the case is that in that slot there's too much dust, so you have to clean that out. You have to connect again, or something fishy has been active in your memory, like there's something happening in the back end of your memory, like your computer has virus that can do that, or basically the RAM is damaged or not clicked in properly. So just do what I told you to. Okay. And the next one is the manually initiated crash. Now I'm not going to show you this one because it basically means that you have caused a blue screen for yourself. You can do that by selecting. If I just go on a keyboard, this is for only if only if you're in an emergency and you want to cause a blue screen to start maybe a sort of restart. So if you go right here, you see this right control, and then you have your scroll lock. You want to hit your right control and your scroll lock 2 times to initiate a blue screen. Okay, and then uh, also even if then all of these using things happen, that let's say it's none of these and nothing is working, if you reinstall Windows and format it again, what can be the case is that your hardware, you can have a hardware problem. Okay, that either one of your components is not working because of physical damage, or you get the sequence. But also you can use a Windows repair tool. So if I just search in my control panel, uh, if I just search Windows, so obviously I have Defender Firewall. But if I just search Windows repair, yeah, this is where you can manage a lot of your computer's issues afterwards. And obviously, if it's a hardware problem, then obviously you need to fix it. But this will definitely help. So, class, I can't believe we have reached at the end of this video. It felt like a flash for me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video, but I must leave because it's 10 and tech supporter went skiing, so he nearly broke his leg. But again, like nobody cares. Okay, but it's fine. I care about you. That's cringe. So I'll see you later. Ois!